So recently I made a decision that I'm going to remake about 6 of the videos that I've already put up. It's going to be the first 6 that I did. And it's not because the dishes came out badly. It's because we were using like other people's theme songs and stuff like that. And we have our own now, so we want to put everything in a uniform theme. So I'm going to remake 6 of them, starting today with Belizean stewed chicken. You're watching the Bear Pantry Show. So I cut the whole chicken into pieces and I squeezed the lemon all over this and washed it. So I think that will change the taste too, some people tell me. I have a small piece of ricotta. You don't need a whole lot. And basically we're just going to rub it on the chicken to get the chicken ready. We're going to stew this chicken today. So we just want to work this ricotta in all over the chicken. And when we feel like it's worked in substantially or enough, we can start like squishing it to make it into a paste. We want it really, really red. Let me take a pause and put some black pepper because I want you to get the idea. So a little bit of black pepper on that side, a little bit of regular table salt. I don't use allspice and season all and all those type of things because they have other ingredients in them. And not only will it change the taste of the chicken, but I'm sure it has MSG in some of those things, and you've heard me say before that I have a lot of issues with MSG. So I worked it around, so in a sense the salt was on one side, the salt and pepper, so we're going to put it on the other side. And you know, technically it's not really going all on the other side, but that's about the amount of salt you would need to make one whole chicken stewed chicken. And I'm going to keep working this ricotta till it gets more red. And see right here, you know, people ask about marinade. That's somewhat of a marinade. I call it the ricotta water marinade. And then what I'm going to do is I have this stuff right here already cut, pre-prepared. This is just a piece of the organ meat. Tomato, onions, cilantro, and some yellow peppers. You can put a little bit of garlic if you want. And there's 2 options for you to do for stewed chicken, but I'm going to do option A today, which means I'm going to put them in this thing for the magic bullet. Put a little bit of water on it, and we're going to grind it into a marinade and pour it over the chicken. So let me get the magic bullet and get that part done. So I continue to work that piece of ricotta in, and you can even use less ricotta if you don't want to use too much. And you can use the ricotta powder too that you can pick up from my dad's website, bluefield-prod.com, and I'll put that up. Or you can go to his store if you're in the Southern California area. And here is our marinade that I just put in the magic bullet. If you don't have a magic bullet, you can use a blender. And you just put it, see, it has a pretty color. Just want to put this all over. Normally you can put this and get right to cooking the chicken, but I have to go to work today, so what I'm going to do is come home later this evening and pick up where we left off, and I'm going to make this stewed chicken. So see you later this evening when we pick up this meal. Alright, so it's at the end of my work day and I'm home and I'm taking the chicken. I had it covered with a plate, or you could cover it with aluminum foil. And we're going to take it to the pot to get the stewed chicken started. I put about 1/8 of a cup of canola oil in the pan, and look how this skillet is. It's shallow but it's wide. And put in the first piece in. And what we're going to do is put all the pieces of the chicken in so we can get it brown on both sides. So I put all the pieces in, and I'm allowing it to get brown with a little bit of oil. So I'm going to turn it to the other side now to allow the other side to get brown before we start adding the marinade to this stewed chicken. So the chicken is still cooking on the other side right now, and as it starts frying down and making a lot of noise, we're going to come in and add the marinade in a little while, okay? So I'd say we're about 15-20 minutes into cooking of the stewed chicken. All right, so it's been about 15 or 20 minutes, and the chicken is brown on both sides. So now it's starting to make that noise. I call it the angry pot noise. So we want to add the rest of the marinade that we had in there since this morning. And we're going to add a little bit of water to make the pot don't sound as angry as this. Not too much because we're not making soup, but just a little bit to quiet down the pot. And we're going to allow this to cook for another half hour. Every time the water boils out or cooks out and it starts sounding angry again, we're going to add a little bit of water just like that to quiet it. And it only needs about a half hour more because these chickens are not organically grown, so they're not really tough. They're really, really soft, so we don't need to cook these for too long. So we'll be back in about 15 minutes to check on this. This is about 10 minutes later after we added the first amount of water. See, it's cooking down somewhat, but it's still not frying loudly enough for me to add more water yet. So I wanted to be sure to show you that, because we're going to be adding water in a few minutes here. I've added some more water to the pot because the water cooked out. This is just the second time, well actually the first time that I've added water since I put in the marinade and all that water that we started off with. So we have about 10 more minutes to go for the stewed chicken. Look how beautiful it looks. Scrumptious, huh? So it's been about almost 45 minutes total. And when you turn the fire off on this, you want to leave a little bit of the gravy, see? So that you can have gravy. Belizean style gravy. It's not that brown gravy with the flour paste that we know about here in America. But you want to be able to have a little bit of gravy in the pot so you could serve it over the rice, stuff like that. Here's our finished product, our beautiful Belizean stewed chicken. So I really hope that if I had missed some instruction the first time I did this video, that I caught it and put it in so it can make it a little bit easier for you to make. This is a wonderful dish. This is one of our staple foods. You know, at first when I decided I was going to redo these videos, I was kind of bummed out because I already put them up before and they have a lot of views. But really and truly, I'm happy to do them over again because I want to put a different spin on it, and so that you can find it a lot easier to make. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching the channel, and thank you for picking up the book. Until I see you again, take care.